Today, I show how you can connect a Webflow form to Zapier so that you can kick off any type of automation that you want to run. And the best part about this is we're going to connect this form in a way so that to the website visitor, it looks like a normal Webflow form submission. And this means you can style and control all of your normal Webflow form states, like the success message and also the error message. So you have full design control over that, and the website visitor will not notice a difference. And by the way, as a little side note before we get started, this right here is quite a simple form. And if you want to build much more complex forms in Webflow, like multi-step forms, then check out this video here in the info card that will teach you how to build multi-step forms in Webflow. Okay, so the first step to connect this form to Zapier is we have to go to the website finsweet.com/attributes/form-submit. This is a free JavaScript solution that we can implement on our Webflow site. And this basically allows for this behavior that the form data gets sent to Zapier and not to the Webflow servers, but it still looks like a normal Webflow form submission. So first of all, we have to copy this form submit script. Just click on the copy button, go back to Webflow, and inside of the page where the form is located, I paste this inside of the head tag custom code section, and then I click on save. Next, I have to select the form that I want to connect to Zapier, select the form element, and then inside of the settings panel, what I want to do is I want to add a custom attribute, which is called fs-form-submit-element, and the value is form. And then I have to add a second attribute. In this case, it's fs-form-submit-enhance, and the value is true. And now with these two custom attributes, we have connected this form to the custom JavaScript solution that we just pasted onto the site. Next up, we have to open Zapier, and at the top left, click on this orange create button, and then click on Zaps. And a Zap is basically Zapier's way of saying automation. So I create a new Zap or automation. And we don't need this weird copilot here. We only need the trigger. So we want to select an event that starts the automation. And we're going to search for the webhook trigger. Webhooks, here we go. And then we have to choose a trigger event. In our case, we want to catch the webhook. And then click on continue. This is a little confusing. Pick off a child key, but this is an optional field, so you can just click on continue. And now you can see Zapier has automatically generated this unique and custom webhook URL. And this is basically the URL where we have to send the form data to. And Zapier will listen to this all the time, around the clock, 24/7. And whenever it receives some data on this URL from the form, it will trigger the automation and run any type of tasks which we want to run. To connect this to Webflow, I just click on copy, then go back to Webflow. And inside of the settings panel of the form, there's this field called action. And that's where I paste this URL. So this is how we tell the form that we want to send the form data to this URL instead of the Webflow servers. And then I switch the method from get to post, click on publish, and publish the form to the Webflow project. So here on the live site, what we have to do now is we have to make a test submission, because we somehow have to show Zapier what the data structure of our form is, which means which types of field does our form have. And to do that, I just enter some dummy data here, my test at example.com, and some random message. Then I click on submit. And now we can see we get the Webflow success message, which means everything worked on Webflow's end. Let's have a look at Zapier to see if it also worked. We now have to click this blue button called test trigger. And now you can see it already has this first request. This is our test data that we just submitted. And if I click on it, you can see all of the fields of our form. And now we can work with this form data. So now, if we click on continue with selected record, we have shown Zapier what the structure of our form data looks like. And then we can kick off any type of automation that we want to run. For example, if we want to save the form submissions to Airtable or to Google Sheets, we could select that here. And then connect an account. And inside of these tasks, we now have access to this form data from the first step. Once you have finished setting up your entire automation, don't forget to publish and save it so that it actually is live and always listening on this URL. And then you have a really cool Zapier integration, which still looks like a normal Webflow form submission to the website visitor. And if you want to learn about another way how you can level up your Webflow forms, then check out this video right here that I have created a few months ago about how you can create really cool multi-step forms in Webflow. You can click on it and watch it right now. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mike. Have a great day. Bye.